Okay, we have Sue Girdler up next who'd like to say a speech as well. Over to you.
I wasn't expecting to speak today, but when I was asked, I gave it some thought. And I'd like to start by saying a very big thank you to Sir Roger, who's unfortunately gone, Tony and River Oak. I was so embarrassed at Standard District Council meeting when they were so rude to River Oak without River Oak being allowed to respond. That's what was so wrong. I'd also like to thank the committee and everybody here for all the help that they've given. This is about Manston, it's not about TG Aviation, so I will give you a very quick update before I move on. We've moved our aircraft down to Lydd at the moment. We've got majority of them there. One at Pent Farm, where our engineering's done. We have a good working relationship with both Lydd Airport, Lydd Aero Club and Vintage Aero at Pent. But what I want is a good working relationship with River Oak back at Manston. Manston is where my heart is. General aviation at the moment is in decline. I belong to a group called AOPA, the Aircraft Operators and Pilots Association, and they've recognised this, and I've just been invited to join a committee looking into general aviation. It came as quite a shock to me just how many other airports and other operators are facing what we've had to face. With airfields now brownfield sites, there are a lot of developers out there looking specifically for airfields to be able to redevelop. And AOPA are extremely well briefed on all of these. I was very surprised when they talked about Manston. And what the gentleman on the committee said was that he felt that River Oak had been inspirational in going for a DCO, and also that they must have some very good expert advice to have taken this route. So I think that's encouragement for all of us. We're hearing it from everybody else, but to hear it from an outside organisation, I think is great. Now, they will continue to support Manston, and the subject of the mast was brought up earlier. Whilst I can't talk for the commercial transport, certainly for light aviation, if we were to be in the circuit there, teaching someone to take off and land, and you get to a position, a beam to the airfield, which we call downwind, and there was a cargo aircraft to be coming in, you'd be asked to orbit. So you just make a circle in the sky to keep out of the way. But it has to be outside of the circuit, because you wouldn't want to turn in towards the aircraft coming in. Well, to have 1,000-foot mast there would be a real danger. And we will make sure that those points are made on the planning objection. History won't make an airport viable. But I think if we look back at the history, one of the very important events for me when I look back at the history was the Channel Dash, where 6 swordfish, affectionately known as string bags, took off to try and torpedo some German warships going down the channel. Maybe it's because the aircraft that I fly is very similar to those aircraft back then. But they were open cockpit, it was the middle of winter, all the fighter cover didn't turn up, and they went on regardless. All the aircraft were shot down, and a lot of the crew lost their lives. But I think what we can learn from that is we went on and won the war. So I'm not trying to make this comparable with their bravery, but what I think you have to look at is people stood up and they fought, and that's what we have to do to save Manston and get back where we wanted to be. Thank you.